wise men follow him. Thank God for the renegades and the lives they lead, far ahead of their time. Without the renegades, Lord knows where we'd be. When it comes to heroes, renegades are mine.
Steve Voss, I've been familiar with his work for probably 10, 11, 12 years. He's got quite a few great albums. Many of them have made national charts. But because his music is anti-globalist, anti-New World Order, pro-America, the establishment has tried to shut him down, but unsuccessfully. And, you know, you've probably heard part of this song played as bumper music and a few of his other songs played here. But today, we're going to play, with his permission, a couple of them. In fact, let's keep rolling with Renegades right now if we can. Renegades, We Must Take America Back, Forever Heroes, Star Spangled Banner. And this is just one of his greatest hits. He's got several albums. We, by the way, are now selling them at Infowars.com. This is music that needs to be listened to, needs to be shared. And I'm just excited to learn that Steve Voss is familiar with our work and what we do. Joseph Fair of WorldNetDaily.com said this music speaks to the hearts and souls of Americans. And SteveVoss.com is the website, SteveVaus.com. Voss is spelled VAUS.com. And I really think of this song as the patriot anthem of when it comes to heroes, renegades are mine. If it wasn't for the renegades, people saying no to King George III, no to slavery, and no to tyranny, and no to Big Brother, we would have no freedom, and no to the Soviets. And that's really what we're facing here today. In fact, crank this part up right here.
Where are the renegades in the world today? Who are the renegades in the world today? Thank God for the renegades and the lives they lead.
Who are the renegades, ladies and gentlemen? They are the people way ahead of their time. And without them, Lord knows where we'd be. And we'll play some more of these songs uninterrupted by me, but I want to go ahead and go right to Steve Voss, and we will open the phones up for Steve Voss and any other subjects you want to bring up. But we'll just keep the rest of the hour if he can do it. Steve Voss, great to have you on with us, sir. I'm a huge fan of you, and you are certainly a very talented musical renegade.
I just sing what's on my heart, and it's a pleasure to be on with you. I've heard your name for a long time, and I consider it a real honor to be able to share the air with you.
Well, it's good to have you here with us. Tell us about yourself and kind of your saga, your story of success, and how they tried to shut you down and the rest of it, and then what your perspective is on what's happening in the world today.
My saga, the patriotic music started too. I live in Southern California most of the time, and I got so dang frustrated with, illegals streaming across the border, and that was the year of the riots in Los Angeles and all that kind of stuff. And, I got to a point where I couldn't sit silently anymore. And so I wrote a song from my heart called We Must Take America Back. And it just, it lit a firestorm when people heard it. It kind of dribbled out there on its own. And all of a sudden, one of the big record companies out there wanted to put it out on a record and make it available nationally. And I was right. It was zooming up the charts, got to number 56 or 52 on the Billboard country charts, and it was the most requested song in the nation on country radio the first few weeks it was out. But then a funny thing happened. Some of the most powerful, some of the most influential country radio stations in the big city said, hey, look, we don't care where it is on the charts. We don't care how many requests we get for it. We're not going to play it because we don't agree with it. And that was the end of my RCA career. They canceled my tour, took the record out of the stores, told radio stations to stop playing it. And I'll tell you what, that lit my fire more than it had ever been lit before. I immediately bootlegged the record, started selling it myself out of the trunk of my car, touring on my own, and I haven't stopped since.
Well, I know the Patriot movement also heard your story when that happened. They also got it out to folks, and then the music's just gotten better and better over the years. So here's another case point example of where you're winning in the free market system of ideas, and they start cheating because you're making touchdowns and kicking their butt. Same thing's happened to us. We've had every one of our major videos is #1 on Google and #1 on Yahoo, and they always ban it, always cancel it, always try to block it. And that's because in the war of ideas, people who really stand for the Bill of Rights and Constitution, we're in the right. We have the people's support. The people are sick of this crap. And then meanwhile, we have Billy Ray Cyrus with his daughter, who plays the part of Hannah Montana. Did you know she's out pushing for the Cyberbullying Act that would ban free speech in America? Forget hate crimes bills. It says, Steve Voss, if you're not aware of it, I'll give you the bill number. It says that if someone says what you said hurts their feelings, the feds are going to indict you with a felony federal charge. So that kind of stuff is okay to have big corporate backing and media backing as long as you're pushing anti-free speech. But as soon as you tell the American people to take America back and put out something truly moral and wholesome, we're going to play the song coming up here in a moment, then it's got to be censored. What does that say about the controllers of this nation and this planet?
Lord knows. I mean, they definitely want to quash free speech. And I just figure if they win, I'm going to be in prison with a lot of fine Americans. You know, as long as I got one breath left in these old cowboy lungs, I'm going to be singing these songs come what may. You know, the fact of the matter is the people respond to this stuff, and the people need to take this seriously. And I know your listeners do. You know, we've got to have our eyes wide open to what's going on in Washington, D.C., and not just talk about it, but do something about it.
Absolutely. Well, with your permission, we're going to play We Must Take America Back right now.
Play it loud.
So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Crank it up, guys.
The American dream has become a nightmare. Signs of the time are on cardboard on corners in town. Like a cancer that's silently spreading, there's an unspoken fear. We're on our way down. We must take America back. Main Street to Wall Street, cities and states, Washington, D.C. Before it's too late, there's not long. We need leaders who lead us, not stick us and bleed us, then ransom our future and our children's, that's wrong. We must take America back as liberty weeps, our forefathers spin in their graves. Pray God will bless some way out of this mess. We must take America back. Lord knows they'll try to silence our voices. They'll pretend to be patriots, fighting for fairness for all. But they're not even fit to hold office. What they believe doesn't fit with freedom at all. We must take America back. Main Street to Wall Street,